What is good, Cardano fam, Ada gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Cardano Ada 24-hour trade volume surpasses $900 million, according to CoinGecko. Ali Martinez, technical analyst, says if the current structure on Cardano is an ascending channel, holding above 72 cents could pave the way for an upswing towards 92 cents. I like that. I'll take 92 cents. Strike Finance, with perpetuals on Cardano and up to 10x leverage, earns over $12,000 in total fees since mainnet launch last week, on track to earn $876,000 this year, really showcasing their viability. Iagon, Cardano's AI-driven shared storage and compute economy, will soon announce a new partnership with another Fortune 50 company. So this is fantastic. They're going to announce a new partnership towards the end of May with a Fortune 50 company, but also another one to follow as well. Charles, in response to this post I made saying Litecoin has incredible branding and a strong community, and that Charles has mentioned multiple times his interest to include Litecoin into DeFi, he says, love the Litecoin community and have known Charlie and Bobby for over a decade. Great community. And we're going to see more regarding Litecoin, but Charles does like Litecoin. Charles says Cardano's technology is a spiritual successor to Bitcoin. UTXO to extended UTXO, colored coins to the Cardano native asset standard, even consensus, our proof of stake, is based on Nakamoto proof of work. There's a natural kinship. Charles Hoskinson goes on to say, with Cardano, you can actually fully realize the UTXO dev model in. The only place to learn how to really do UTXO development is like Nervos, Cardano, and Ergo. I would argue we have by far the best development experience. Charles says our hope is to be the de facto dev framework for Bitcoin developers, living on both Taproot and Plutus, using a single language like Icon. You can use Maestro to host a hybrid application, and now you have a Bitcoin and Cardano application, which I think is fantastic. This idea of hybrid development, I think, is really good. Charles says we have evidence from the Bitcoin DeFi space already. $4.5 billion in DeFi, $18 billion in the totality of all the assets, and they've only begun since 2021. So you can imagine, guys, if we tap into a small percentage, what it could do for Cardano. Charles says Bitcoin DeFi is very much the same as XRP DeFi. And that DeFi toggle can be XRP, BTC, Litecoin, Dogecoin. It's a collection of chains, and the total market cap is 4 times larger than Solana and Ethereum combined. It's a gigantic market opportunity. Charles says Bitcoin, Cardano, and Midnight together, these three, form the ultimate framework for government applications like voting systems, supply chain systems, identity systems like driver's licenses, passports, etc. Bitcoin DeFi opens up triumvirate apps, creates persistent demand. We've seen him mention this multiple times. I think this is a fantastic idea for the three to come together. Well, what's going on elsewhere? It's a pretty quiet day for Cardano news. Watcher Guru reports Michael Saylor hints at buying more Bitcoin. Well, might as well. Let's bring on the supply shock. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says the U.S. is doing peace deals, trade deals, and tax deals. I like that. He goes on to say we are going to grow the GDP faster than the debt growth, and that will help stabilize the debt to GDP. He also says the US doesn't want to decouple from China, but wants to open markets and restore balance. We'll continue trading with China, especially in non-strategic goods and at lower tariff levels. This is big. Take this with a grain of salt, but SEBI reporting looks like the Fed is continuously buying bonds. We mentioned this a couple of videos ago. A total of $43.6 billion last week. Does this count as QE? Again, there's multiple different strategies, and this is tying into what I said about the Fed going to be buying up bonds, right? And looks like it's happening. And so I think, guys, we are at the cusp of a juicy altcoin season just around the corner. We got a vote on the Genius Act for stablecoin legislation Monday evening. So yes, the markets, they pull back. I know it can seem a little bit disheartening, but Bitcoin is doing fantastic. ADA right now still pretty healthy, 7.5. So if we can hold above this 7.7, I think it's really good. Bitcoin, crazy. Bitcoin going to basically nearly 106. So very close to form some new all-time highs. I think 106 was our previous all-time high. So things are looking good, guys. We still need Russell 2000 index to pump above 2.3. So we still need stocks to lead. We need the right macroeconomics. But I think we are more or less very close. Very close. So all in all, guys, I'm optimistic. Let me know what you guys think about the market. I know things can seem, a little disheartening with the price, but you got to zoom out. It is temporary. I do think that these storms, these cloudy days too shall pass, and that it's just transient in the grand scheme of things. And I'm still confident that ADA will surpass its previous all-time high, whatever drama or whatever grievances are happening. So guys, smash that subscribe, smash that like. Let me know what you guys think about the market conditions, and I'll see you guys in the next Angry Crypto Show.